Thank you all for joining us for the memorial service this morning. I'm joined by two members of the Columbus Club, Jackie Nielsen and Peggy Rowan, to present the memorial service today. As we come together to share the lives of our fellow Altrusans who have passed on and remember their good deeds, recall Helen Keller's words: "What we have once enjoyed, we can never lose. All that we love deeply becomes part of us."
Jill McKinney, Akron. Jill enjoyed serving and helping various outreach programs throughout the Akron community, including being an active and loyal member of Altrusa International Club of Akron since 1981. She was an instrumental part of the Prince's Night Project since its inception.
Marion Holbrook from the Akron Club. Marion was a warm, generous, and caring Altrusan for 58 years. Marion was a master crafter and made lovely favors for each place setting at Christmas meetings and special crafts for children. Her hand-knit sweaters always attracted a bidding war at Akron raffles. Marion truly embodied Altrusa Principle number 5. Altrusa is practical idealism. Its service consists not in saying great things, but in the daily, earnest practice of its principles. Marion was dedicated to helping others, frequently while ensuring that no one knew all she was doing. She was a true Altrusan. Norma McCorrick Mayo, Battle Creek. Norma passed away on May 19th, 2020 at the age of 89. She was a member of the Battle Creek, Michigan Club for over 50 years, becoming a member in 1969. She retired from the YWCA and was very much a people person. She enjoyed the children at the Altrusa Day Nursery and her time she served on the board, as well as the many hours she spent volunteering there. Norma wore her Altrusa pin proudly and lived the principles it stands for.
Pam Spears, Bucyrus. When Pam joined the Bucyrus Club in 2014, they received a jewel. From day one, she volunteered for every event from start to finish. Pam was very crafty and would make things to hand out at events and fundraisers. As you can see in the picture, she made many tubes filled with trail mix for the first Friday event downtown. Pam would bring her delicious food dishes to meetings to share. Pam had the most beautiful smile, and she never had a bad thing to say about anyone. She always made everyone feel happy to be around her.
Carolyn Otto, Saginaw. Carolyn was a faithful Altrusan. She joined the Saginaw Club in 1974. Carolyn held all of the board positions and chaired many committees and fundraising events. Carolyn was also active in the community outside of Altrusa. She was active in the Reed Association of Saginaw County, the zoo at Celebration Square, and Pride, positive results in a downtown environment. Carolyn will be remembered for her infectious laugh, her smile, and extremely big heart to everyone.
Claudia Speakman, Columbus. Claudia was an important member of Altrusa Columbus since 2000 and was key to all Altrusa activities, especially mentoring new members she invited to join and providing leadership in all fundraising efforts. Claudia served in local district and international leadership roles as an Altrusan. She was an avid skier and birdwatcher and enjoyed traveling. She will be greatly missed. Lynn Early, Columbus. Lynn passed away in January 2019. Lynn was very excited to be an Altrusan as her spirit of giving was clear by the way she volunteered to serve her community. A retired senior executive director at Nationwide Insurance, Lynn volunteered at the Upper Arlington Library and the Upper Arlington Senior Center. After attending a few meetings, Lynn was inducted into Altrusa in December 2018. While she was a member for only a short time, we remember that she had the heart of an Altrusan.
Sue Ingalls, Columbus. Sue Ingalls was a member of Altrusa Columbus from 2010 until she moved to Colorado when her husband retired in 2016. Before joining Altrusa Columbus, Sue had been a member of Altrusa of Grand Rapids, Michigan from 2000 to 2010. A valuable member of Altrusa Columbus, Sue was also a supporter of the Columbus Literacy Council. Sue generously opened her home in Columbus for several spring teas as fundraisers for the Altrusa of Columbus Foundation. We lost a true friend and a committed Altrusan when Sue passed away in Colorado on January 7th, 2020. Dorothy Reniger, Grand Rapids. Dorothy passed away on October 15th, 2019, after a long and courageous battle with cancer. She was a member of the Grand Rapids Club for 32 years and served as local secretary, newsletter editor, and yearbook editor. In addition, she served for many years as the District 5 secretary. Dorothy was a kind and warm soul and always willing to help those that needed it. She will be missed.
Joyce Fall, Hamilton. Joyce became an Altrusan in 1983 and served on many Altrusa committees. Joyce was active on the Bells on Independence Day Parade committee several times. Joyce was named an emeritus member of Altrusa during the 97-98 year. She continued to support Hamilton Club projects whenever her health permitted. She served as a judge for the annual Adult Teen Spelling Bee for Literacy for 9 of the 10 years that it was held. She was enthusiastic about the spelling bee and helped secure other judges. We will dearly miss Joyce and Altrusa.
Marianne Hunt, Lima. Marianne was a member of Altrusa International of Lima, Ohio for 44 years. She served the club as president and club treasurer several times as she had a background in banking. Marianne always felt that meetings should have an element of fun, and so she came up with many games that members could play that also brought in money for the conference fund. She was an avid bridge player and played golf in several Lima leagues. Marianne was very involved with grandchildren, attending as many of their activities as possible. Awana Wagner, Mansfield. Awana Wagner was strong, loving, brave, organized, giving, fun, and determined. She spent her life giving her time and talents to serve her community. Awana joined Altrusa of Mansfield in 1987 and helped with club activities for the next 32 years. Awana was an active Altrusa sister who contributed to many Altrusa activities with her time, planning, organization, and financial skills. She organized bowling and golf leagues for the women at national seating when she found out the men's leagues were sponsored by the company. She was active in the senior exercise dance classes at the Mansfield Y for many years. Rest in peace, dear friend and Altrusa sister.
Randy Mortz, Mansfield. Randy enjoyed the theater, gardening, socializing, and shopping. But her love of reading books and sharing this love with children was her passion and was very evident in her 35-year career as a junior high librarian at Mansfield Madison Junior High School. Upon retirement and joining Altrusa of Mansfield in 2017, Randy was able to share her talents at the DeWald Center as she and other Altrusans volunteered to read to children. Randy would also volunteer with Altrusa projects, showcasing her talents in sewing and baking. Her dedication to the Mansfield Club in the 4 short years she was a member is to be admired, but Randy Morse, our Altrusa sister, will long be remembered in our hearts.
Marianne Doyle, Marion. Marianne passed away suddenly on Christmas morning. She was a member of the Marion, Ohio Club since 1995. Marianne had a volunteer's heart. She worked with many organizations, including 4-H, Girl Scouts, the Marion Historical Society, and the Palace Theater. As a member of Altrusa of Marion, she served in all offices with the exception of treasurer. She was instrumental in contributing to the annual yard sale fundraiser. She was an avid quilter and seamstress. She was always willing to help whenever asked.
Bonnie Tinsel-Dolster, Monroe. Bonnie was a very civic-minded individual and was a member and past president of many local and state organizations, including Altrusa, where she served as president and on the board of directors numerous times. Her commitment to service and education was legendary in the Monroe community. Bonnie touched the lives of thousands of people of all ages through her commitment to education and literacy. The Altrusa Scholarship at Monroe County Community College has been renamed in her honor. Her involvement and guidance is sorely missed by all Monroe Altrusans. Jan Snall, Youngstown. Jan had worked at the Cleveland Public Library before moving to Youngstown in 1976. Her passion for books and love of reading excelled. She worked at the Mogg Library at YSU over the next 20 years. She retired in 2008. Jan joined Altrusa in 2012 and remained a member until 2018 when health restricted her activities. She was an active service member and especially enjoyed helping at our annual book festival. Always ready with a warm smile and willing heart to help where needed. She is sadly missed by those of us who knew her.
Wealthy B. Prince, Youngstown. Wealthy dedicated herself to Youngstown State University through education and employment. With a love of literacy, she became part of Altrusa of Youngstown's early club membership, volunteering and serving over the next several years. She had held the position of club treasurer and was club president from 1979 to 1981, as well as receiving Altrusan of the Year in 1979. There is currently only one member in our club now who knew her. We all wished we could have.
Let us share in an Altrusan memorial prayer. With this small token of our friendship, we send you into the arms of your sister and brother Altrusans who have passed on before you. We know they will welcome you into heaven with warm and open arms. Together, we know you will be watching over us as we continue to serve others here on earth. Your Altrusa spirit will live on through us until we meet again. May you go in peace. We're now going to break until the next session starts at 9. Thank you for joining us.